Do you ever feel that little bit of brain fog in the morning, or a sudden dip in energy just when you need it most? You're not alone. So many seniors tell me they worry about losing their sharpness and their get up and go. But what if I told you a simple breakfast staple might be the culprit, and also the key? If that sounds familiar, give this video a quick thumbs up and let me know in the comments where you're watching from. That wholesome bowl of oatmeal you trust for your well-being. We're about to uncover how it could be quietly holding you back, and I'll show you the simple changes that can turn it into your greatest ally for healthy aging. Stick around, because you won't want to miss this. Now, let's get into it, my friend. It's a shocking thought, isn't it? That a food celebrated for its contribution to health and longevity could be secretly sabotaging your efforts. The truth is, a staggering number of people, something like 85%, are preparing their oatmeal in ways that strip it of its incredible benefits. They wake up full of good intentions for their well-being and unknowingly start their day with a meal that works against them. This isn't just a small mistake. It's a fundamental misunderstanding that could be affecting millions of seniors who are striving for a better quality of life and greater independence in their golden years. It's a puzzle we absolutely need to solve. Imagine this for a moment. You've carefully planned your day, maybe a walk in the park or some light exercise to keep your body strong, followed by a mentally stimulating puzzle to keep your active mind sharp. You start with what you believe is the perfect fuel, a warm bowl of oatmeal. Yet, instead of sustained energy, you experience a surprising slump. Instead of feeling light and nourished, you feel bloated and uncomfortable. This is the reality for so many, and it stems from a few common yet devastating errors in preparation that can directly impact your blood sugar, your digestion, and even your long-term health goals. The problem isn't the oatmeal itself. It's a powerhouse of nutrition when treated correctly. It has been a cornerstone of healthy diets for centuries, promising to support our health from the inside out. However, these common mistakes don't just reduce its benefits, they can actively cause harm. We're talking about creating blood sugar spikes similar to those from a sugary donut, triggering digestive distress that ruins your comfort, blocking the absorption of vital minerals needed for healthy aging, and even causing a rebound hunger effect that makes you overeat later. It's time we brought these issues into the light for the sake of our happiness and well-being. Let's start with one of the most common, yet overlooked errors, getting the proportions wrong. This might sound like a minor detail, but it's the very foundation of your meal and has a huge impact on your nutrition. Have you ever made a bowl of oatmeal that turned out like a thick, pasty cement? Or on the other end of the spectrum, a watery soup that left you feeling unsatisfied just an hour later? This isn't just a matter of texture preference. It's a scientific issue that directly affects how your body processes the food, influencing everything from digestion to blood sugar control, which is paramount for maintaining good health and independence as we age. When you use too little liquid, the oats become incredibly dense. This not only makes them harder for your digestive system to handle, potentially leading to that heavy, bloated feeling, but it also means you might eat a smaller portion than you need to get the full benefits. You're essentially short-changing yourself on the fiber and nutrients that contribute to your longevity. A meal should support your body, not burden it. This small detail in your daily healthy habits can make a world of difference in your overall comfort and the energy you have throughout the day, directly impacting your quality of life. On the flip side, using too much liquid creates a different set of problems. While it might feel like you're eating a larger, more voluminous meal, you're actually diluting the nutrient concentration per spoonful. More importantly, a watery bowl of oatmeal won't provide the same level of satiety. That feeling of fullness is crucial. It's what prevents you from reaching for unhealthy snacks mid-morning. It's a key part of maintaining a stable weight and consistent energy levels, which are fundamental pillars of healthy aging. Your breakfast should be a reliable partner in your wellness journey, not something that leaves you hungry and searching for more. The science on this is fascinating and truly underscores the importance of getting it right. Researchers at the University of Toronto discovered that the ratio of oats to liquid doesn't just change the texture, it directly influences the meal's glycemic index. An improper proportion can cause your blood sugar to rise much more quickly than it should, which is the exact opposite of what you want from a food meant to support stable energy. For seniors, managing blood sugar is a non-negotiable part of a health-conscious lifestyle, as it's tied to everything from cognitive function and maintaining an active mind to preventing more serious health complications down the line. So, what's the secret? The golden ratio, backed by science and used by people at the peak of their physical health, is 1 part of oats to 2.5 parts of liquid. That means if you're using half a cup of oats, you'll want to add 1.25 cups of your chosen liquid. This simple adjustment creates the perfect consistency, creamy but not soupy, substantial but not heavy. It's the sweet spot that allows for optimal digestion and nutrient absorption, ensuring your body gets the full spectrum of benefits. Mastering this is a simple yet powerful, healthy habit to adopt for your daily nutrition. Now you can even tailor this a little bit to your specific goals, which is a wonderful way to take control of your nutrition. If your focus is on weight management, you can add a little extra liquid. This increases the volume of the meal without adding calories, helping you feel fuller for longer. Conversely, if you're looking to build or maintain muscle mass, a crucial part of maintaining independence and strength, you can use slightly less liquid to create a more calorie and protein-dense breakfast. It's about making your food work for you, empowering you to fine-tune your path to well-being and a vibrant quality of life. Another common pitfall is falling into a routine of preparing your oatmeal the exact same way, day in and day out. I know. Consistency is often praised as a virtue, especially when it comes to healthy habits. But in this specific case, a lack of variety can seriously limit the benefits you're receiving and might even lead to what nutritionists call nutritional fatigue. Your body is incredibly smart. When it gets the same thing in the same format constantly, it can become less efficient at absorbing certain nutrients. It's like your digestive system goes on autopilot instead of being actively engaged, which isn't ideal for long-term health. The magic of oatmeal lies in its versatility, and different preparation methods actually unlock different nutritional advantages. When you make overnight oats, for instance, the soaking process allows natural enzymes to break down the grain, making the nutrients more bioavailable for your body to use. It's a gentle, no-cook method that's fantastic for digestion. When you cook it traditionally on the stovetop, you're breaking down the fibers in a different way, which can be wonderfully comforting and beneficial in its own right. Embracing variety is key to maximizing your nutrition and keeping your body guessing in the best possible way. This isn't just anecdotal wisdom. There's real science to back it up. Researchers at Harvard University found that individuals who varied their preparation methods for whole grains, including oatmeal, had higher levels of a wider range of vitamins and minerals in their bloodstream. This was in direct comparison to those who stuck to a single method. It proves that by simply changing how you prepare your breakfast, you can give your body a more diverse toolkit of nutrients to work with, which is a cornerstone of promoting longevity and robust health. It's a small change that can lead to a significant improvement in your overall well-being. There's even a fascinating tradition from Scotland, a place where oatmeal is practically a religion that we can learn from. They have a practice of lightly fermenting their oats before cooking them. They'll soak the oats with a small amount of something acidic, like apple cider vinegar, for up to 24 hours. This age-old process doesn't just improve digestibility, it also dramatically increases the availability of key minerals like iron and zinc. It's a testament to how ancient wisdom can inform our modern healthy habits, helping us unlock even deeper levels of nutrition from our food. It truly is a wonderful way to enhance our quality of life. If you're enjoying these deep dives into making your food work better for you, how about hitting that subscribe button? It would mean the world to me, and you won't miss out on more tips for a vibrant life. The solution, then, is wonderfully simple and even a little fun. Rotate your preparation methods. Try to switch between at least 3 different styles throughout the week. Maybe you have traditional cooked oats on chilly mornings, refreshing overnight oats when the weather is warmer, and perhaps some baked oatmeal on the weekend as a special treat. This not only prevents you from getting bored with your breakfast, but it also ensures you're maximizing the nutritional variety and keeping your digestive system engaged and working at its best. This is what building sustainable, enjoyable, healthy habits is all about. For those of you who are truly dedicated to optimizing every aspect of your nutrition for longevity and independence, This is where the journey gets even more interesting. Understanding these nuances is a huge step. If you're looking to explore more strategies like this, covering everything from sleep to exercise and maintaining an active mind, I've compiled a wealth of information in my ebook, Wellness and Aging: Valuable Tips for Seniors. It's designed to be a comprehensive guide to enhancing your quality of life. You can find the link to it in the first pinned comment below this video. Now let's talk about a mistake that makes me shudder every time I see it, because I know the invisible toll it's taking. I'm talking about the failure to soak your oats before eating them. Many people think that simply cooking them is enough, but I'm here to tell you, with absolute certainty, that it's not. This one skipped step could be the hidden reason behind digestive issues that you might not even be connecting to your seemingly healthy breakfast. It's a critical piece of the puzzle for anyone serious about their health and well-being, especially for seniors whose digestive systems can be more sensitive. Here's the science that changes everything. Oats, like all grains and seeds, contain a compound called phytic acid. Scientists refer to this as an anti-nutrient. In simple terms, it acts like a mineral magnet. It binds itself to essential minerals in your food. We're talking about crucial nutrients like iron, zinc, calcium, and magnesium, and prevents your body from absorbing them. So, you might be eating a bowl of oatmeal thinking you're getting all those wonderful minerals listed on the package, but in reality, a large portion of them are being hijacked by phytic acid and escorted right out of your body. But the trouble with phytic acid doesn't stop there. It can also interfere with the very enzymes your body needs for proper digestion. It hampers pepsin, which is needed to break down proteins, and amylase, which digests carbohydrates. This interference is often the culprit behind that uncomfortable bloating, gas, and general feeling of heaviness that many people experience after eating oatmeal. It's a frustrating experience when you're trying to do something good for your body, but the solution is thankfully quite simple and transformative for your daily comfort and nutrition. The life-changing solution is soaking. When you soak your oats for at least 7 to 8 hours, ideally overnight, you activate a natural enzyme within the oats called phytase. This amazing enzyme's sole job is to break down the problematic phytic acid. In doing so, it releases all those precious minerals, making them fully available for your body to absorb and utilize. It's like unlocking a hidden treasure chest of nutrition that was there all along, just waiting for the right key. This simple act is a game changer for enhancing your healthy habits. The proper soaking method is easy to incorporate into your routine. Simply place your oats in a bowl and cover them with filtered water. It's best to avoid tap water if it's chlorinated, as chlorine can interfere with the enzymatic process. Then add a spoonful of something acidic, like organic apple cider vinegar or fresh lemon juice. This acidity helps to supercharge the phytase enzymes, making them even more effective. Just cover the bowl and leave it on your counter at room temperature overnight. You don't need to refrigerate it. The warmer temperature is actually ideal for this natural process. The digestive benefits of adopting this practice are often immediate and profound. People who start soaking their oats regularly report significantly less bloating and gas, much smoother digestion, and more sustained energy throughout their morning. For many, especially women who may be more prone to low iron levels, it can lead to better iron absorption, which is incredibly important for energy and overall vitality. This isn't just a feeling. A study in the Journal of Nutritional Science showed that soaking can reduce phytic acid content by up to a staggering 96%, while cooking alone only reduces it by about 25%. Let's move on to the fourth error, which is perhaps the most treacherous because it often involves ingredients that we've been told are perfectly healthy. I'm talking about seemingly innocent combinations that are silently sabotaging all the nutritional benefits of your oatmeal. When you mix foods, you're not just blending flavors. You're creating complex chemical reactions inside your body. Your gut is like a sophisticated laboratory, and some of these food pairings create the exact opposite results you're hoping for, undermining your efforts towards better health and longevity. The most common problematic pairing is oatmeal with cow's milk. Millions of people do this every single day without a second thought. However, there's a serious issue here. The casein protein in cow's milk can significantly interfere with your body's ability to absorb the iron from the oats. If you're a woman or anyone with a tendency towards anemia, This daily habit could be unknowingly contributing to an iron deficiency, leaving you feeling fatigued and run down. True well-being comes from understanding these subtle but powerful interactions in our nutrition. But here's the plot twist. Not all milks are the problem. Plant-based milks such as oat, almond, or soy milk are a fantastic alternative because they don't contain casein. Therefore, they don't interfere with iron absorption. In fact, many of them are fortified with extra calcium and vitamins, creating a synergistic effect that actually enhances the nutritional profile of your breakfast. Making this simple swap is an easy way to ensure you're getting the most out of your meal and supporting your long-term health and your goal for complete independence. It's an empowering choice for your daily nutrition. Another tricky combination I see all the time is loading up a bowl of oatmeal with large quantities of highly acidic fruits like pineapple, oranges, or even a mountain of strawberries. While fruits are wonderful, strong acids can interfere with the absorption of important alkaline minerals from the oats, such as calcium and magnesium. This doesn't mean you have to avoid fruit altogether. The key is moderation and smart pairing, ensuring that every ingredient in your bowl is working together in harmony to promote your happiness and well-being, not fighting against each other. And here's a fact that might surprise you. Enjoying your morning coffee or black tea right alongside your oatmeal can slash iron absorption by as much as 60%. The compounds responsible are called tannins, which are found in both coffee and tea. They bind to the iron in the oats, rendering it almost completely useless to your body. So, if you're in the habit of sipping your coffee while you eat your breakfast, you're unintentionally creating a nutritional battle in your stomach. For optimal health, it's best to leave a little time between your meal and your caffeinated beverage. The good news is that there are some truly magical combinations that can amplify the benefits. Adding a source of vitamin C, like a moderate amount of berries or kiwi, can actually multiply the absorption of iron. Vitamin C converts the iron into a form that your body can easily use. Pairing your oats with chia or flax seeds creates a perfect synergy of soluble and insoluble fibers and adds a dose of anti-inflammatory omega-3s. And of course, a sprinkle of cinnamon not only adds flavor, but also helps regulate your blood sugar. These are the kinds of healthy habits that truly elevate your quality of life. I think we could all use a little more magic in our mornings. If you agree, why not share this video with a friend who loves oatmeal as much? As you do, let's spread the knowledge. Now for a personal favorite combination of mine, one that's backed by science and is absolutely delicious. Try your perfectly prepared oats with a teaspoon of pure, unsweetened cacao powder and a dollop of almond butter. The cacao provides a rich flavor and a powerful dose of antioxidants, while the healthy fats in the almond butter help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins and further stabilize your blood sugar for hours. It's a breakfast that feels indulgent, but is working hard to support your energy, your active mind, and your overall journey toward healthy aging. This brings us to error number 3, a mistake that can derail your health efforts right from the supermarket aisle. I'm talking about using the wrong type of oatmeal. So many people believe that all oats are created equal, but there's a world of difference between the varieties on the shelf. This choice can determine whether your breakfast is a powerful tool for well-being or a hidden saboteur. Understanding this distinction is fundamental for anyone, especially seniors, who wants to take control of their nutrition and build a foundation for longevity. The absolute worst offender in the oatmeal family is the instant or quick cooking variety. These oats have been so heavily processed, pre-cooked, dehydrated, and rolled incredibly thin that they've lost the majority of their nutritional integrity. To make matters worse, they are often loaded with added sugars, artificial flavorings, and preservatives. This convenience comes at a very high cost to your health, turning a potential superfood into little more than a processed breakfast cereal, which is not conducive to healthy aging or maintaining a high quality of life. The scientific problem with instant oats lies in how that intensive processing affects their structure. It completely breaks down the complex fibers. As a result, what should be a slow-release carbohydrate that provides sustained energy instead behaves much more like simple sugar once it hits your bloodstream. The glycemic index of instant oatmeal can be up to 40 points higher than that of less processed steel-cut oats. This is precisely why anyone managing blood sugar, particularly those with diabetes, should avoid instant oats completely. It's a recipe for the very energy crashes you're trying to prevent. I've personally seen cases where individuals thought they were making a responsible choice for their health with instant oatmeal, only to discover their glucose levels were spiking just as dramatically as if they had eaten a donut. It's a frustrating and misleading situation created by clever marketing. Your pursuit of happiness and well-being deserves better than that. It requires transparency and a clear understanding of what you're putting into your body. Opting for less processed foods is one of the most impactful healthy habits you can adopt for your long-term health. So, let's focus on the right choices. The gold standard is steel-cut oats. These are whole oat groats that have simply been cut into a few smaller pieces. They retain their full structure, have the lowest glycemic index, and provide the most sustained energy release. They take a bit longer to cook, but the payoff for your health is immense. A fantastic and more convenient middle ground option is traditional rolled oats. These have been steamed and flattened, but still retain most of their nutritional benefits, making them a much healthier choice than their instant counterparts. Here's a little secret the food industry might not want you to know. Seeing the words whole grain on a package doesn't automatically mean it's a healthy choice. Many so-called whole grain products, including some oatmeals, have been processed in such a way that they've lost their most important benefits. The key is to become a savvy label reader. The ingredient list should be beautifully simple. It should just say oats or rolled oats. If you see a long list that includes different types of sugars, salt or artificial flavorings, put that package right back on the shelf. Your journey to longevity deserves pure, simple nutrition. For those truly committed to optimizing their health, here's a shopping tip that can make a significant difference. Whenever possible, look for certified organic oats. Conventionally grown oats are often sprayed with glyphosate, a controversial herbicide that some studies suggest can interfere with your gut microbiome. Your gut health is intricately linked to your immune system, your mood, and your overall well-being. Choosing organic is a proactive step to avoid these chemicals and support a healthier internal ecosystem, which is a cornerstone of healthy aging and maintaining a vibrant quality of life. Here's a quick trick you can use in the store to gauge the quality of a package of oats. Just look at the recommended cooking time on the instructions. If it says it cooks in under 5 minutes, it's almost certainly too processed for your optimal health. Good quality oats, like rolled or steel-cut, should take at least 10 to 15 minutes to cook properly on the stovetop. The texture is another giveaway. High-quality oats maintain a pleasant, slightly chewy texture, even after cooking, while overly processed varieties tend to dissolve into a mushy pap immediately. Now we arrive at error number 2, and this one truly breaks my heart because it involves well-intentioned people literally destroying the nutrients in their food. I'm talking about the simple act of overcooking your oatmeal. So many of us treat it like pasta, boiling it on high heat for a long time until it becomes a homogeneous paste, thinking that this makes it easier to digest. The reality is the complete opposite. This common practice systematically breaks down the most valuable components of this incredible superfood, undermining its potential to support your health. When you subject your oatmeal to excessive heat for prolonged periods, you're destroying its most delicate nutrients. The B vitamins, which are crucial for energy production and maintaining an active mind, are particularly vulnerable. Nutrients like thiamine, riboflavin, and folate can be reduced by as much as 50% through overcooking. But that's not even the worst part. You're also degrading the unique and powerful antioxidants found in oats, known as avenanthramides. These compounds have incredible anti-inflammatory properties, and you're essentially boiling those amazing benefits right out of your breakfast. The science on this is clear and compelling. Researchers in Finland discovered that oatmeal cooked gently over low heat for a shorter period retains up to 3 times more of its antioxidant power compared to oats that are boiled vigorously for a long time. The texture is also dramatically compromised by overcooking. You completely rupture the structure of the fiber, which not only makes for a gluey, unpleasant eating experience, but also changes how your body processes it. That intact fiber is what gives you that lasting feeling of fullness and helps regulate your blood sugar. So, how do we cook it perfectly to multiply its benefits? First, always start with a cool liquid, not hot. This allows the oats to heat up gradually and cook more evenly. Second, and this is the crucial part, cook on a medium-low heat, never a rolling boil. Bring the pot to a gentle simmer, then immediately reduce the heat to low. Let it bubble very gently for about 10 to 12 minutes, stirring occasionally. The goal is for the oats to be tender, but still retain a distinct, slightly firm texture. This gentle approach respects the ingredients and preserves their nutritional integrity. How are we doing? Is this making sense? If you're finding this helpful, let me know in the comments with a simple yes. It really helps me know what content resonates with you all. And here's a secret trick used by professional chefs that will give you the most wonderfully creamy texture. For the last 2 or 3 minutes of the cooking time, simply turn off the heat, put the lid on the pot, and let the oats finish cooking in the residual heat. This brilliant technique prevents any chance of overcooking while ensuring they become perfectly tender. But if you want to be the ultimate nutrient preserver, consider steaming your oats, or even better, making overnight oats. Since overnight oats involve no heat at all, they preserve virtually all the delicate enzymes and nutrients. We finally arrived at the number one, most devastating error of them all. This is the mistake that single-handedly turns your nutritional powerhouse into a dessert in disguise. I am talking, of course, about adding too much sugar. It pains me to see people do everything else right. They buy the best oats, they soak them, they cook them perfectly, and then they undo all that good work by piling on spoonfuls of sweetener. This habit completely negates the primary benefit of eating oatmeal, its ability to provide stable, long-lasting energy. Here's the brutal reality. When you add sugar, honey, or maple syrup to your oatmeal, you transform a low glycemic index food into a high glycemic sugar bomb. Pure, unadulterated oatmeal has a wonderfully low glycemic index, meaning it releases its energy slowly and steadily. But as soon as you add a couple of tablespoons of sweetener, you can skyrocket that index to a level considered high. In practical terms, this means your healthy breakfast is now causing the same dramatic spikes and subsequent crashes in your blood sugar as a can of soda or a sugary pastry. But here's the part that might really shock you. There's one so-called healthy sweetener that is arguably worse than refined white sugar, agave syrup. The marketing industry has done a brilliant job of convincing us it's a natural, wholesome choice. The truth is, agave nectar can contain up to 90% fructose. For comparison, the much maligned high fructose corn syrup contains about 55%. This is a huge problem for our health, especially as we focus on healthy aging and maintaining a high quality of life. Why is such a high concentration of fructose so problematic for our bodies? Unlike glucose, which can be used by our cells for immediate energy, fructose in these high amounts goes directly to the liver to be processed. There, it is very efficiently converted into fat. This process can contribute to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, insulin resistance, and weight gain, particularly around the abdominal area. So, while you think you're making a better choice, you're actually consuming a sweetener that places a significant metabolic burden on your body, working against your goals for longevity and well-being. The science is unequivocal. When you consume added sugar with your oatmeal, you're not just adding empty calories, you are actively interfering with the oats' innate ability to regulate your blood sugar. The special fibers in oats called beta-glucans are designed to create a slow, sustained release of energy. Added sugar simply overwhelms this delicate system. A long-term Harvard study found that people who regularly added sugar to their whole grain cereals had a 20% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes, even though they were eating healthy cereals. But please don't despair, because there are incredible alternatives that not only sweeten your bowl, but also add their own unique nutritional benefits. Cinnamon is simply magical. It provides a sense of sweetness while actively helping to regulate your blood sugar. Fresh fruits like berries or a mashed banana offer natural sweetness, along with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Pure vanilla extract can also trick your brain into perceiving sweetness without any sugar at all. It's about re-educating your palate to appreciate natural, complex flavors, a key step in building sustainable, healthy habits. As promised, I want to share the ancestral secret used for centuries by the remarkable centenarians of Okinawa, Japan. These incredible people, who live well past 100 with enviable vitality, have a very particular way of preparing their oats that may partly explain their exceptional longevity. In Okinawa, which has one of the world's lowest rates of heart disease and diabetes, they don't just cook their oats, they lightly ferment them. They soak high-quality steel-cut oats in diluted seawater or water with a piece of kombu seaweed for 24 to 48 hours. This fascinating fermentation process does several extraordinary things. It predigests the complex carbohydrates, making them incredibly easy on the system. It also exponentially multiplies the content of B vitamins. The kombu seaweed infuses the oats with essential minerals, like iodine and magnesium. The result is an oatmeal that is fundamentally different on a nutritional level. Studies on the Okinawan diet suggest this method can increase the bioavailability of nutrients by up to 300% compared to traditionally prepared oats. It's a profound example of how ancient wisdom can guide our modern quest for health. Now let's tie everything we've learned together into what I call the perfect oatmeal formula. This is a master recipe that synthesizes ancient wisdom with modern science to create the ultimate breakfast for health, well-being, and longevity. First, select the best possible ingredients: organic, certified, gluten-free, steel-cut oats. This ensures maximum nutrient density and avoids contaminants. Second, soak 1 cup of these oats in 2.5 cups of filtered water with a tablespoon of organic apple cider vinegar for at least 8 to 12 hours to neutralize anti-nutrients. To take it to the Okinawan level, you can perform an optional fermentation by adding a pinch of sea salt and letting it sit for an additional 24 hours. After the soaking or fermentation is complete, drain and rinse the oats well. Then cook them with fresh water, using a 1:2 ratio of oats to water over a gentle medium-low heat for about 10 to 12 minutes. In the final few minutes of cooking, add your natural enhancers: a pinch of cinnamon, a teaspoon of pure cacao, and then top with fresh berries and a tablespoon of nuts or seeds. This formula avoids every single one of the 7 devastating errors we discussed. It maximizes every single benefit. When you prepare your oatmeal this way, you are consuming a true superfood. It's a meal that regulates your blood sugar for hours, provides high-quality protein, nourishes your gut microbiome with prebiotic fiber, delivers unique anti-inflammatory antioxidants, and releases a steady stream of energy without any crashes. This isn't just a recipe, it's a powerful tool for transformation that can fundamentally change how your body feels and functions every single day, supporting your independence and happiness. We've covered so much today, my friend. Taking these steps can truly revolutionize your relationship with this humble grain, and in turn, your overall health. It's about being mindful and intentional, turning a simple breakfast into a profound act of self-care. What is one small change you feel inspired to make to your morning routine after hearing all of this? I would absolutely love to read your thoughts in the comments below. Your journey is an inspiration to us all. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this video opened your eyes and provided real value, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell. I'm regularly sharing information like this, backed by real science and practical wisdom, to help you on your path to healthy aging. Remember, your health is in your hands, and now you have the tools to make one of the world's most powerful foods work for you. Don't forget to check out our next video on simple exercises to boost your active mind. Until then, take wonderful care.